we turn liquid soup into spheres?
So basically, right, we'll put some calcium into the soup and we'll drip it in a bath of sodium alginate solution. This will cause the sodium alginate to react with the calcium in the soup and form a gel-like membrane around the soup, which will cause it to turn into a sphere of liquid, and that's how we'll make the sphere.
Commencing the first test, or actually not, I'll just be mixing the alginate.
500 ml.
Yeah.
I have to do one more. So
Yeah.
I'll just pour into here.
Next, mix 2.5 grams of alginate with 500 ml of water. Go. Okay. Wow, check out the consistency. There's a lot of air bubble. Okay, so this dubious looking packet of white powder is calcium lactate. So this is what we'll use to mix into the liquid that we need spherified. We'll make two types of spheres. So the first is Coke. We'll make Coke spheres, and then we'll make Chinese tea. We measured out 200 ml of Coke. So the formula is 1% of the weight. We need 2 grams. Right, 2 grams. A reaction is happening. Come stir. Should be fine, right?
不懂啊。
Okay, we're doing it via a process called cold spherification. So that means that we need to freeze the liquid. So we'll pour them into this silicone mold. So which will form little spheres, which we'll use later. Okay. We'll repeat the same for Chinese tea. Okay, so this is the frozen liquid. So we actually added the calcium lactate in it. So on top we have frozen Coke balls. Then we have the frozen tea balls. And this is the alginate solution. We left it overnight in the fridge. We gently warmed it up to 60 degrees so that this can pour inside much more quickly. Let's see how it works. And then let it thaw. We left all 4 balls in there. You can see that there's a membrane forming on the surface. So it looks like it's working. Alright, let's move it to the water and then see what happens. Okay, first let's move the tadpole across. The tadpole because it has a tail. You should catch the tail as well. Okay, let's move it in. Okay, then leave it. Gently put it in. Moving it to the second bath. Let's start with the tadpole first. Okay, the 4 ball seems to be thawing out nice. We still have a lot of alginate left, so we thought that we could make some caviar. We need to get the size right. Noisy Turtle is attempting. They need some space apart. Don't let them cluster together, if not we'll get like... Yeah, hey, caviar! Ooh. Okay, first round. Some of them got deformed, but we still have quite a couple of nice ones. So we'll try again. This time round, we'll try for bigger ones. Or you can just...
很难诶 it sticks to the spoon.
This looks better. Okay, the bigger ones look better. Yeah, it's quite nice, quite well formed. So there's a membrane alginate membrane, and then inside is all liquid. So you see when I squeeze it, right? It doesn't look very appetizing. It's the Yakult caviar. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, not bad, right? Okay, this is the Yakult caviar. I think soaking it in here right, for too long, right, really takes out the flavor. So maybe we just need to go do it quick. Take out, floop, take out, floop, then after eat. Yay! First batch of balls are done. It's looking good. Huh?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the Coke ball.
Very weird. I mean, 有 Coke 的味道 but maybe because 你 freeze,
Okay.
then it's like diluted and all that.
Oh, it's diluted Coke. Okay, we'll have to do this quick. So I've set it up for the second round of tests. Now we need, as usual, we are trying cold reverse verification. So we have the cold balls that are pre-prepared. We'll lift this off into the plain water just to wash off the alginate, and then move each individual ball in. Are they solid?
Yeah.
See that they're almost totally camouflaged in there. Okay, we'll let this soak in there. So the reason why we're using the liquid that is made from, so that even if they gets diffused into the balls, it doesn't dilute the flavor. So we're going to have to do this with the soup. So this is the reason why we are doing it this way. Okay, the frozen balls are actually quite okay. Success! Really great. So we've had success with the cold spheres, so the large one that we did previously with the Coke and the tea, and today with the smaller one. It's a 3-step procedure. So frozen balls go into alginate, take out almost instantly, and then we rinse off excess. Almost instantly we transfer it to a liquid bath that is made out of the exact same liquid as that thing. So if you are doing for hot pot, it will be hot pot soup. For meats and vegetables, it will be the essence or the soup of the meat and vegetable we are going to do it to. Take out almost instantly, dry it, plate it almost instantly. Sounds like it will be a challenge. You must be wondering, why are we frying or browning meat? That's for the beef sphere. So we're trying to spherify beef as well. So to do that, right, first we need to reduce beef, or in this case minced beef. Ooh, fleshy. Reduce minced beef to the essence, like a beef broth, a very thick, rich beef broth, and then we're going to spherify that. So this is the first step, we are browning it, and then we will place it into the slow cooker later. A bit of water. Yes, after 8 hours, so we have a nice thick essence of beef Yeah, I think this will be very good. So now let's freeze this, or add lactate to it and then freeze it. Oh, finally D-Day! So now we will start by creating the spheres. The process is very simple. We've frozen all of the liquids that we need, and we'll just throw them into the alginate for about less than a minute. Then move them over to the water bath for a couple of seconds, and then deposit them into their respective liquids. So over here we have the mala broth, and then the beef broth, and the chili spicy oil. And then once that's done, right, once everything is created, then we'll plate them together, and then we'll do the taste test. First one, beef spheres. Now the mala broth balls. Okay, we have a very big problem here. The alginate is not hot enough. When I lifted it, then the insides were still frozen, and that burst the thin membrane. So now I'm trying to heat up the alginate to a higher temperature and see if I can thaw out the entire ball so that everything is liquid inside. Okay, it's done. So we have the mala spheres, we have the beef spheres, and we have the vegetable spheres that are soaked in spicy oil. Okay, I'm a bit worried about the mala balls because they are too big, so didn't thaw out properly. So I'm afraid that it might break, so I have to be extra careful. So hope this works. The first plate. Okay, turned out alright. The beef spheres are slightly misshapen because I think we just poured everything in without properly separating it. The veggie one turned out beautifully. Okay, we'll see if we can get another one. I had the most beautiful sphere and it burst when I was plating it. Damn it! The big ones all burst. Damn it! Well, at least we have one. Okay, the vegetable and the beef balls turned out really well. Okay, so now we'll try it. Okay, now Zhe will try. So, try the soup first. Try the soup. Yeah, try the soup. How is it?
Very salty. Very nice.
Okay. So salty in a good way?
Texture very unique.
Oh, texture very unique. Okay. You like it? No words. Can you try the beef?
You know whenever you eat like burgers and then the juice,
oh yeah,
it just tastes like burger patty juice.
That's because it's the essence of beef.
Very beefy.
Very beefy. Okay. Last, can you try the vegetable? If only the mala broth balls held up as nicely.
Very bitter.
Very bitter. Oh, it's because it's spinach. Closing thoughts. So what are your thoughts about this experiment? Will you try this again?
Not again.
the preparation takes too long
Yeah,
and it's very unique.
we started this video maybe 2 weeks ago. So it took us 2 weeks just to get the proper hang of it and to verify it. And then it didn't work out perfectly. I would say that it's very fun. So you need time to get down the process and to get it to work perfectly. But I think if you succeed, you end up making something that's really nice that you can show off. You can show off to your friends. So I think it's a nice thing to try just as a once-off. Yeah. So we basically tried to spherify mala hot pot. It didn't work out that well, but I wouldn't say that's a total failure. We managed to get half a ball. It was the deflated mala broth sphere, but the beef sphere and the vegetable sphere actually turned out quite well. That brings us to the end of our video. So I'll leave the instructions for doing this, like the ingredients that you need to get and what proportions. I'll leave it in the description here. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more, if you loved it, then please consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.